Wieder da.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly
In der Hall of Fame,
unforgettable.
ne,
You a
steht
joke like
glaube ich
Chappelle
4,
show.
5.
This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be
Ne, 3,
murdering
5
any flow.
und hab davon nur einen Sieg selber gemacht.
Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it.
Spiegel.
I ain't never faking, I'm the realest. Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they actors.
Damit hast du nicht gerechnet.
I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing. Chappelle show.
Außer Start, also wenn du Mensch startest.
I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Na, du bist auch so ein Spasti.
You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Mal gucken, was denn das neue Update gebracht hat, ob das absolute Kacke wieder ist. Ja, sehe ich genauso, Sascha. Du musst absolut die Miete sein, ne?
Thanks, Coach. Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, fly, Eagles, fly, as they get ready to match up with the Chicago Bears. This is fielded at the goal line.
Oh mein Gott, der läuft ja fast.
And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Was steht nach dem Kickoff unter dem Kick, ob das ein accurate Kick ist oder...
How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Ja. Da hab ich einfach nie drauf geachtet. Oh. Also ja, das mal gucken, der Gegner spielt ja die gleiche Formation wie der
They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Trubisky will throw.
Boah.
This is caught.
Absolut genau.
He's brought down after a very nice gain. A really good pickup of 28 yards. The last time these two teams met, boy, was it memorable. Wild card weekend last year as the Eagles started their Super Bowl title defense, and they held on thanks to the doink or the double doink heard around the world on the Cody Parkey missed field goal, and the Eagles would escape 16-15. Of course, they would go on to lose the following weekend to the New Orleans Saints. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen with touchdown number 12 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Yeah.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles.
Ja, aber du kannst ja nicht aufpassen. Einfach laufen.
10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. It's a jet sweep as they get this to Jackson.
Scheiße.
Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it with Sproles. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. Now Wentz. Aguilar has it.
Was ein
He'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 41. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Dann steht, wenn du R2 drückst, steht oben. Und hier musst du schnell werfen oder du spielst den Pass. Oder du läufst.
Completes it to Aguilar. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's Wentz to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Bilal Nichols able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. On 4th down, out is the punter Cameron Johnston to boot it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And not what he was hoping for there as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Man, wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time. And they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Ja, willst du mich verarschen jetzt?
Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Finding
Komplette Mitte offen. Ich hab 5 Zonen in der Mitte. Da ist niemand.
Touchdown. Taylor Gabriel. His 4th touchdown on the year as the Bears push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Throwing is Wentz.
Alter, der Pick ist so lächerlich.
Picked off right around the 43. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week. Another one here. Remember, he's not a DB. He's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same. Right, the cover skills and responsibilities are the same, and he has paid it off.
Boah, ist das eine... Der war zu kurz, also der Ball war zu hoch für den. Der kann den nicht fangen und dann siehst du, wie der über den Händen ist und dann runtergezogen wird in die Hände. Absolut lächerlich.
Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
Und dann bricht er 5 Tackles und geht fast zum
They
Touchdown.
tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
This is Cohen.
Ja, Alter!
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Dann halt nicht.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Cohen. And he'll take this one down near the 15. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively a dime look, 6 DBs. From the shotgun is Trubisky, and he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Pinheiro is good. But hold everything here. They might have hit the kicker. And if they did, that'll be a first down.
Ich glaube dann zu viel Goal.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown Bears. Tariq Cohen with his second touchdown here in this first half. As the Bears push further out into the zip. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
It's caught by Aguilar. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Play action to Sproles. Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. An Eagle first down, Wentz to Ertz. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll buy some time right. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Wentz now on 1st down. And his throw intercepted by the all-pro corner, Kyle Fuller.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll start things on first with Tariq Cohen. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Slam, slam, slam.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. It's a jet sweep as they get this to Jackson. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Now it's Sproles. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. He finds Aguilar over the middle. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Sproles. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go.
Touchdown, Philadelphia! Nelson Aguilar. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 24, Trubisky gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
On 2nd and 12, Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown.
No!
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Yeah,
short throw, pick-6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Strip that ball.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Now
Sechs
Trubisky
Fumble.
lost the
Guck,
football.
oh, der Turnover wird da so geil
So he
gewesen.
escapes, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity
Ja, aber eine
missed.
10
It
bei
definitely
dem.
was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football
Der wird
and
auch
either
gutes
advancing it the other
Bewerten.
way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Alert, alert. Alert, alert. Let's go. 50 wants the mic. 50 wants the mic. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. He's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Interception, baby. 120.
Here's Sproles, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
I'm going to hit you all day.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Go, go. Three. Lead 5-3. Lead 5-3.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter.
Sein Vater.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Darren Sproles, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good, and an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Was soll man das sagen?
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Was soll ich hier noch? Scheiße, ich auf alles.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From the 29, Trubisky. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 42 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On first down, Cohen. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
51, Mike 51, come behind.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And
Oh,
he
das
is
ist so.
in. Touchdown, Chicago. Cordero Patterson, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Bears have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a jet sweep as they get this to Jackson, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 3rd down.
Go. 120. Down the man inside. Down the man.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Well, he had 2 sacks earlier. Now he has 4 total tackles for a loss after that play.
Well, they obviously have to do a better job trying to block him. But short of that, you know what the quarterback has to do? Make sure he doesn't hand it to him when he's back there thinking he's one of his own guys. His quickness, his suddenness, his speed getting into the offense's backfield has been something else in this game.
The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run. This is Cohen. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal.
That's it. Big hit.
2-yard line.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, you know, we're not...
Now on the return. Oh, no, the ball is loose. Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
180. 51. You can't block me. You can't block me.
And Trubisky down to a knee, and that is all she wrote. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Bears, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6, and they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week